Hi everyone, welcome to watergoddesstarot. So today we are looking into what will happen if you quit your current job, okay? So now you can see three options, three images to choose from. I'll show you the close-ups as well. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. You can pause the video, take your time and choose the image that you feel drawn to the most intuitively. Meanwhile, let's just begin with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out as to what will happen if you quit your current job. So we have the Hanged Woman, 8 of Wands, the Tower, Judgment, the Sun, 9 of Wands, High Priestess, Summer, Protection Garden, and Shield Maiden. Now when it comes to you, pile number 1, you seem to be extremely dissatisfied wherever you are working at this point of time, okay? I mean, the job that you're in, the place where you're at, you're not happy, okay? Your intuition has been constantly guiding you. It has been pushing you. It has been giving you that nudge that, you know what, take a call, take a call. I want you to quit this particular job. Do it. But you have been constantly ignoring the calling of your soul. This is very, very evident. If this is not your situation, then this is not your pile. Because this pile belongs to those who have been constantly getting that feeling, that nudge that, you know what, let me just, quit my job. I don't want to continue with this particular job any longer. I'm done. I'm tired. It's not giving me that kick that I thought it would. Or I'm just feeling saturated or exhausted. If this is not your frame of mind, then this is not your pile. All right? So you can choose any other pile or you can simply skip this reading. If you choose to quit this job, initially you're going to feel very stuck, okay? You're going to feel very stuck. You're going to feel as if, your whole world has come crashing down and you cannot look beyond what's crumbled for you and nothing's working in your life and stuff like that. But no, take a breather. There's a need for you to kind of take a breather, go slowly and understand what you really want. Because even before you choose to quit your job, you got to have that one tough conversation with yourself that has to be extremely honest, pile number 1, okay? Where you're going to kind of bare your soul to yourself and you are going to speak your heart out that, you know what, this is the reason that I want to continue with this job and this is the reason that I want to quit this job. And then you will yourself come to this conclusion that, you know what, I should have decided to quit this job long time back, because this is not something that is giving me that sense of satisfaction, that is allowing me to kind of grow in life. Right now what you're doing is you're playing very safe. You're playing very safe. You're afraid of taking risks. You are not ready to enter into that phase of your life that might bring with it a bit of instability. Okay, because your job is giving you a stable source of income. Regardless of the amount that you're being paid at this point of time, you're getting at least something per month, right? So you have that fear that what if this amount of money also stops coming? What will I do? What if I do not get another job in a particular time frame? How will I pay my bills? Or, how will I keep up with my lifestyle? All of you can have your own reasons for that matter. But your fears are stronger than what the calling of your soul is at this point of time. And I'm here to tell you that if you do not take this call to quit your job, the universe will do something that you will have to quit this job, because your breakthrough is right around the corner. Your higher self has been constantly guiding you that, you know what, take this call. We're giving you another chance. We're providing you with another opportunity to kind of right your wrongs, or take a stand for yourself, or speak up for yourself, or, let your superiors or your manager or whosoever is there in authority, let that particular person know that, you know what, I want to quit my job. And you have been stopping yourself. But if you don't kind of take the lead, something is going to happen all of a sudden when you'll be least expecting it. That, you can even enter into that situation where your superior, your manager, your boss is going to kind of come forward and tell you that, you know what, we don't need you anymore. Or they could give you the most bizarre reason for not continuing with you. And then it's going to be a shock. But then your intuition has been telling you that this is not the place for you. And let me tell you, if you quit this job, one small shift you have to make, and that is how you look at things. Okay? You have to have that shift in your perspective, because you are very prone to looking at what's not working for you. And this is something that is creating hurdles or blockages in your life, in your career, in your job, in your success for that matter. Change your perspective, pile number one. The way you look at things needs a change. And once you kind of look at things from a bigger perspective, from a different perspective, from something that is more high vibrational, more positive, what I'd say, you will kind of attract an opportunity within 8 to 10 days of you quitting your present job. And that opportunity is also going to come to you out of nowhere. And the window for you to claim that opportunity is going to be very short. So if you kind of make the most of that opportunity, the job is going to be yours. If you don't, you're going to miss out on that. So if at all right now you're in a particular situation where you already have an offer from somewhere else and you are kind of conflicted, I'm here to tell you to take that offer, because there you're going to grow more. Okay? Wherever you're working at this point of time, that's suppressing you. That is not letting you grow to your full potential. Okay? And you have a lot of self-limiting beliefs. So you're not going anywhere. You're not growing out of your current circumstances. And that is why if you do not take that leap, the universe is going to do something in your life so that you are pushed outside of your comfort zone. Because right now you're playing very, very safe. Okay, and this is a very raw reading. Why I'm keeping it extremely raw? Because I'm here to provide you with the clarity that you're seeking. I'm not here to, sugarcoat and stuff like that. This reading is only for those who are actually unsatisfied with their current workplace. So if you're very happy in your current job, then why are you watching this reading? This is not for you. All right? Pile number one. If you quit your current job, after some time, okay, it's going to take some time. Everything is going to take some time to settle down. This entire thing is going to take a while to settle down, but once it settles down, and I think it's not going to take more than 10 to 15 days from whenever you quit your job, you are going to be presented with a new opportunity, with a new beginning. And it could just come out of nowhere. I mean, the stars are so much in your favor. See, destiny is playing a very big role right now in your life. And it might also happen that you will get some kind of a message or a confirmation while you're asleep. And the first thing you see in the morning is you getting some kind of confirmation from somewhere. When you're going to check your mails or your messages, you will have a good news from somewhere. I mean, it's going to be very, very random. It could just happen on a Sunday morning also. I don't know why I got this message, but there's something around morning, there's something around you just waking up, not expecting, and just going through your phone, your mails, your messages, and you receiving some kind of a good news from somewhere in regards to you getting a new job, or you getting any kind of good news that is in regards to your career, to your field of work. Okay, and there are very high chances also, pile number one, that if you quit this job and you take up another job or whatever you're going to do next, you will get promoted or you will get paid more as compared to the amount that you're being paid right now. There's going to be some level of authority to your position. Okay, just take care of the initial phase whenever you choose to quit your job, or if you choose to do that, because those 9 to 10 days might be very hectic or very stressful for you, because you're going to be in a lack mindset. You're going to be in that zone of shit, I don't have a job, or stuff like that. I mean, your fears might take over your sanity, but if you choose to shut down your fears, there's something very big and bright that's waiting for you. Now, what your guides want you to do in this entire situation in regards to if you should quit your job or no, your guides are asking you to listen to the calling of your soul. You are an intuitive person, but it's just that you are not listening to your intuition at this point of time. You are very comfortable in delaying or paying any heed to what your intuition is not very loud. It's never going to be very loud, but there's always going to be that nudge that's going to make you feel guilty, that what, I know this is something that is not making me happy, but I have to do it. You're in that zone. So your guides want you to come out of this zone, come out of this victim mindset, and take charge of your life in your own hands. Okay, there are very high chances that you've been wanting to quit your job since August, though this is a timeless reading. But if you're watching it whenever I'm posting it, then there are very high chances that you have been dissatisfied in your workplace. I mean, that level of dissatisfaction has kind of started to build up starting August, August of 2023. And now you are reaching that saturation point. Maybe since August, you've been getting this feeling that, what, I do not want to continue with this job. I don't like the work culture. There's too much of pressure and stuff like that. I mean, everyone's going to have their own story. But there is this energy that you're not very satisfied. Okay. But your angels and spirit guides kind of want you to know that if you quit your job, you're going to feel very light in your energies. You're going to feel very rejuvenated, very happy and joyful. There are going to be those 10-15 stressful days, but after that phase, the next phase that you're going to step into, that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and a lot of satisfaction. And your best bet is your intuition. You don't need any guidance. You don't need any reading. You don't need anything. Your intuition is enough to guide you as to what you should be doing. Listen to your intuition, pile number one. Your guides also want to tell you that you're playing way too safe. There is a need for you to drop off your masks, to just let go of your fears, to come outside of your comfort zone. This is the constant message for you since the moment I've started your reading, that pile one, come outside of your comfort zone. Do not be scared of taking risks in life, because until and unless you take risks in life, you'll never be able to reach your full potential. If you'll always play safe, you'll always be lukewarm. Remember that. But if you will take that risk, there are chances for you to reach that pinnacle of success. Okay, so let your guards down. The world is not here to attack you. Nobody wants to steal your joy. The universe wants to fill your life with a lot of joy. So do not think that everything is working against you, because right now you are working against yourself, and this needs to change. Okay? Your guides also want you to kind of have a plan in mind. I mean, what do you want to do in your life? Ask yourself. That's why I said, have a conversation with yourself. Sit with yourself, have a conversation. Why? Because when you will have that honest conversation with yourself, pile number one, you will come to this realization if you have been settling, or if you're happy in the now, or what you should be doing, what your next move should be. Because right now your guides want you to kind of plan out your future. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go in your life? You cannot just keep hopping from one job to another. Do you really want to do a job, or you want to start something of your own? Are you interested in making your side hustle or your hobby into a career? If that's the case, then go ahead with that. I mean, there is a solid need for you to listen to the calling of your soul, because there's something that your soul wants you to do, but you've been ignoring that calling. So that is what your guides want you to do. Do not be very impulsive is what I'd say, and do not be very comfortable is what I'd say. There has to be that balance between your head and your heart. Okay? Do not be way too logical, or do not be way too driven emotionally. I mean, do not just, kind of decide to quit your job after listening to this reading. No. First, analyze, ask yourself, because you are your best judge. I'm just here to provide you with guidance. I'm not walking in your shoes. I don't know if you quit your job, how it's going to impact your life, but you know what's the best for you. So even after this reading, if intuitively you feel guided to continue with your job, that's your call. I'm not here to force you. Continue. But what I'm trying to tell you is connect with your intuition. Why? Because your intuition is telling you everything that you're supposed to do in the now. And your intuition is your best friend. Trust your gut. That is how I'd like to end your reading, pile number one. Okay? That's what I have for you. So now and one more thing, before I finish off your reading, whatever you're going to start next, okay, you're going to get a lot of recognition. You're going to be rewarded. You are going to be known. You're going to receive some kind of recognition and a lot of respect. Maybe your present job doesn't have a lot of respect, or you don't feel very important over here. But whatever you're going to do next, you are going to get a lot of respect. You're going to be in a leadership position. You're going to be that center of attention. Also, what I feel is that a lot of people are going to look up to you. I don't know what you want to do with your life, but there's something in your stars, I can say, where there is some amount of fame that you're meant to have in this lifetime. Now I'm done with your reading. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out what will happen if you quit your current job. So for you we have Page of Swords, Three of Swords, Justice, Queen of Coins, Death, Three of Cups, Stag, Wise One, Mirror Garden, and Broken Arrow. Okay. The first thing, or the first message that I'm getting for you is that this is not the right time for you to quit your job. Why? Because your guides and your angels want you to kind of not be impulsive. Because there's someone who's very fickle-minded, who's watching this reading, and you might impulsively come to this conclusion that, you know what, I want to quit my job. And then what's going to happen? You're going to deeply regret doing that. Why? Because that calling or that decision to quit your job is something that's going to come out of your impulse. It's going to be a very immature call. Where right now, you're being advised to not be impulsive. Why? Because your energy anyway is not grounded right now. So first and foremost, it's very important for you to ground your energies. It's very, very important for you to be in that space where you can actually take a call if you should stay in your current job or you should kind of quit your job. Eventually, quitting your job is going to be something that's going to be beneficial for you. But if you're wanting to do it ASAP, then my advice would be to slow down a bit. And I'll tell you why. Okay. If you quit your job, pile number 2, you are going to feel extremely devastated because after 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to feel like a fool. I mean, you want to do and achieve a lot in your life. I don't know how else can I tell you. You're a dreamer, okay? And you have big dreams in your life. You want to do a lot for yourself. But the only problem with you is that you are a solid procrastinator. But when it comes to you actually implementing your ideas into reality or you taking any kind of action, that's where your entire game just flips. And this is what you need to kind of change first and then think of quitting your job. Okay? You have to be very practical right now because you are a soul that's very, you are a person who lives in extremes. If you're happy, you're extremely happy. If you're sad, you're going to be extremely sad. You kind of live your life in extremes is one solid message that I'm getting for you, where you are, I don't know. I think I'm dealing with someone who is, or who likes to live. My ears just started to ring. You are someone who has dreamt of having this larger than life kind of a concept for yourself, and you want, you have big dreams, big goals, you want to achieve a lot in your life. You have set some unrealistic standards for yourself and stuff like that. See, there's nothing that's unrealistic. Okay, I am on this with you. If you're delusional also to an extent, that's fine. Okay, I'm not going to kind of tell you that you shouldn't be blah and so on, stuff like that. That's fine. But currently, the version of you that's required, okay, is someone who is very much balanced in their masculine and feminine energies, who has that balance between their emotions and their logical and practical mind for that matter, so that you can make the most and the best of what's coming ahead, okay? Once you are in that grounded energy, pile number 2, whatever decision you're going to make, it's going to work wonderfully for you. Because currently, the job that you're doing, you're not very happy over there. That's why you're here maybe. But then I think you have very salty people around you. You have a lot of frenemies. So whoever you work with, your colleagues, your co-workers, they're very jealous of you. You don't have very supportive people in your vicinity, and even if you're unaware of this fact, then too this applies to you. Why? Because you have a lot of pretentious people in your energy field. They're not going to come and tell you that, you know what, I don't like you and I don't like the way you work, who do you think you are, and stuff like that. Nobody's going to come and say that straight on your face. But behind your back, you have haters, you have people who are jealous of you. So first and foremost, your work culture, the current workspace is a bit toxic, I would say. Reason number one. That's why I said do not be impulsive. Why? Because you got to understand the pros and cons of you quitting this job and getting a new job, or you continuing with this job for that matter. Second thing that I see for you is that if you choose to quit this job out of an impulse, it's going to be a wrong decision. But if you choose to quit this job after weighing the pros and cons, after spending some time with yourself, after analyzing that, you know what, I've had enough and this is the reason that I want to quit my job, you are going to get a new job very soon, and it's going to bring you a lot of money. This could even be a partnership, a business partnership. If you've been wanting to have your own business, I'm giving you a green light from the spirit world. But if you are somebody who wants to switch onto another job, then too you are going to get a job very soon. And if you are that person who is watching this reading when I'm posting it, okay? So I'm posting this in October. If you're watching this reading in October, the chances of you getting another job, if you quit your job in October, are very, very high, okay? They're very high. And you're going to be paid like, you're going to make a lot of money. Let me be very clear. You're going to make a lot of money that won't just give you a stable source of income, but you will have enough to invest in yourself, to take care of your loved ones, your family, and also to invest in your future. So there is a new job that's actually waiting for you. But for you to find it, for you to explore your options, it's very important first to have your basics clear as to why do you want to quit your current job, okay? The next job that's in store for you. I mean, you have your soul tribe that's waiting for you there. You're going to meet people from your soul tribe. You're going to meet very supportive people. So the next place that you're going to work at, you are going to meet some of the best people that you've ever met in your life. You might make some very important bonds, connections, okay, that are going to last you a lifetime. The people are going to be very, very supportive. Your present job, whenever you decide to quit, your current job I'm talking about, if or whenever you decide to quit this job, it might feel like an end of something that you did not want to end. But you know, we've got death as your card, and death is not just about endings. It's always about endings and new beginnings. With death comes rebirth also. So you are just going to enter into a new phase of your life. That's going to bring you a lot of stability. That's going to bring you a lot of beautiful people that are kind of going to take away your stress, and you're going to enjoy your work. Because maybe right now you do not enjoy where you're working. Maybe the work culture is something that's not very good, is what I'd say. But the work culture at your next job is going to be amazing. Coming to the guidance from your guides simply want you to trust yourself. If you were a bit confused between pile 1 and 2, you can watch pile number 1 also. There are a bit of similarities to both the readings. I wouldn't say it's 100% copy paste, but you might have some messages in pile number 1 also. But in your case, the only difference that I see is your guides want you to not make a random call. They want you to kind of spend some time in reflection. Do not do anything out of haste or impulse or immaturity for that matter. Because if that happens out of impulse, you're going to regret it. Your guides are telling you that whatever difficulty you're facing in your present job, you're only growing as a person. But that doesn't mean that you keep on going through, episodes of stress, anxiety, you not liking your job, you being irritated with your boss, your manager and stuff like that, you not feeling like going to work every morning. But your guides really want to tell you that if you trust yourself, if you give yourself some time, you will have your answers. And once you quit this job and then kind of sign up for something else, when you'll start working at your new workplace is when you'll realize how much you've grown as a person, and that wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have faced so many difficulties in your present job. So basically your guides are telling you that you are going through some kind of training in your present job. We go through that period of training and trial and error and stuff like that, and where we fail, we feel miserable and stuff like that, but whenever we come out of these difficult times, these challenging times, we always kind of come out of it as a more beautiful person. Beautiful in the sense that we grow as individuals. Every difficulty is going to make you into a more efficient being, and that efficiency you're only going to realize when you'll be placed in a situation where you'll have to use whatever you've learned in your past. So that's what kind of is something that's happening with you in the now. Your guides also want you to know that it's very important for you to choose your peace of mind at this point of time. So if your present job has everything from money to facilities to, leadership position to everything but not your peace of mind, then this should be your sole reason to quit your current job. If it's giving you nothing but anxiety and stress, and you're losing it when it comes to your mental health, this reason should be enough for you to quit this job. So there is a need for you to reflect. There's a need for you to spend time in your own energy. This is a similar energy to that of pile number 1. Talk to yourself. The reason for you to quit this job has to be something that's above the amount of money that you're making. Why? Because I very strongly feel that wherever you're going to work next, the work culture over there is going to be so refreshing for you that your performance is going to improve, your output is going to increase, and you're going to feel so rejuvenated, pile number 2. You're going to feel like a fresh person. And that is something that's very important. You might also realize that your new job is going to kind of put you in that place where you have time to breathe. Maybe your current job has a lot of work pressure and you are fed up of working day and night. You're fed up of the pressure that's on you to, manage this, manage that, work for so many hours, you're not able to sleep and stuff like that. That's going to change because your next job is going to pay you well. It's going to pay you more than what you're getting paid over here. Let me be very honest. Plus, it's going to bring you a sense of peace and contentment with it as well. So there is going to be that balance in your life that's going to get restored if you quit your current job and get a new one for yourself. All right? Yes, so that's what I have for you, pile number 2. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pal number 3, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out what will happen if you quit your current job. So for you we have 6 of Wands, King of Coins, 4 of Coins, 6 of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, She-Wolf, Peacekeeper, Winter, and Seer. Okay. Now, if you quit your current job, you are going to be presented with a new job very, very soon, okay? I mean, whenever you decide to quit, I just heard a firecracker. I don't know how audible that's going to be in the video, but that is a confirmation that you are going to land up. I mean, there is a new job that's waiting for you, and there is someone who is in a position of authority that has their eyes on you already. If you have already applied for a new job, expect getting some kind of confirmation or, a positive outcome within 6 days from whenever you're listening to this reading. If you have been contemplating and you want to apply for a new job, do it, and within 6 days of you applying for a new job, you might receive a good news from somewhere. If you don't have a job, okay, then too I think that the next 6 to 10 days are very significant for you to get a good news from somewhere. Because I feel there is a masculine figure that is going to be very, very impressed with your expertise, with what you bring to the table, with how knowledgeable you are when it comes to your job or your field of work or your position or the responsibilities that come with your title. You are someone who knows what their job is, and you're very good at what you do. This could be anything for that matter, but you're very, very good at what you do. And I feel there is a masculine figure, could very well be your boss. I'll be very honest, because I can see a boss figure right now. And I know for a fact that I'm talking about somebody who's actually a man. I'm talking about a male figure right now. Okay, and that is your boss. Your boss is going to be very, very impressed with your talents, with what you bring to the table. So if you quit your current job and you go for another job, the chances of you getting that job are very high, because there is a person who exactly needs somebody like you, and you are going to be welcomed there with open arms, with a lot of respect, I mean, I can see so much of respect. You might even be promoted very soon, or you might be given that position that you didn't even sign up for. There's something around you receiving some good news that you're not expecting. I mean, I can see promotion. I can see you receiving a lot of congratulatory messages, or you being promoted. I don't know why I can picture this scenario that you are applying for something else and you're getting selected for something else. Now, how it's going to pan out for each one of you is something that I cannot put a finger on at this point of time, because the story is going to be different for everybody. But what I feel is that if you quit your current job and you choose something else, or you opt for another job, you're sure going to get it, and your boss is going to be your number one fan. No, I don't see anything romantic. I'm not going to push it over there, because this person is going to choose you for your expertise, for your talents, and not because you are someone who's very good looking or you're someone who's very charming for that matter. Okay? If you quit your current job, you are definitely welcoming either someone from your past, okay, or someone from your past life. This is a soulmate connection of yours. You're definitely attracting love into your life if and when you choose to quit your current job. There is love waiting for you at your new workplace, and you're the only pile that has this love aspect to it. The last two piles did not have anything around love, but you're the only pile that has that. So maybe there's something around you changing your location also. So if you are, relocating to a new place, there are very high chances that you might attract somebody from your past, okay? Somebody from your past life for that matter. There's definitely that connection of a soulmate kind of a thing is what I can sense at this point of time. Though I don't want to, give out labels and then later want you to just keep on wondering where my soulmate is and stuff like that. Don't go into so many details. All you got to understand is that with a new workplace, you are inviting new love into your life. That's not exactly a new love. Why? Because you've known each other in the past, either in the past, I mean this past, or in your past life for that matter. Now, pile number 3, if you quit your present job and go for a new one, the new job is going to bring a lot of freshness with it, in the sense that you're going to feel satisfied, not just financially, but that satisfaction is going to come on almost all levels. You're going to feel financially satisfied, emotionally satisfied, spiritually satisfied, okay, and mentally satisfied also. I mean, I can see a lot of balance that's going to get restored, because in this job you are going to get the opportunity to travel also. You are going to get that opportunity to either travel for work or to take a break from your work and then travel the world, or take frequent vacations, or just go on retreats for that matter. Why? Because your boss is going to be amazing. Your boss is going to be extremely understanding, very, very receptive to what you're going through in your life. If there is a difficulty that you're going through, your boss is not just going to shut you out and, just throw a lot of work on you and tell you that, this is your job, get it done. I don't care what's happening in your personal life and stuff like that. Your boss is going to be rather very receptive, okay? They're going to be very, very receptive, and they're going to understand where you're coming from. Again, if you don't have a particular person in your mind in terms of romance, then you are going to meet the love of your life at your new workplace. Your career, this shift in career, this shift in job is very, 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 it's directly related to your love life also. There's going to be this direct impact on your love life also, okay? Oh my God. Pile number 3, I was not expecting this, but then it is what it is. There is love that's entering into your life, that's for sure. There's love, and it's going to be sudden, it's going to be out of nowhere. You will not even realize, but you will fall in love, and you might realize a bit later that, I'm in love. Why am I thinking about this person so much? Why is this person driving me crazy? Why am I feeling so many emotions all of a sudden and stuff like that? You're going to go in that typical hopeless romantic kind of a zone, because this person is going to occupy the major chunk of your day, okay? He or she is going to occupy your thoughts, and you're going to be smitten by this person, yeah? So be ready to fall in love if you're choosing to quit your job and go for a new one. Now let's just figure out what your guides want you to know in regards to you quitting your job and stuff like that. Your guides want you to know that it's very important for you to take care of yourself at this point of time, because your present job is crushing you. Like, there's a lot of pressure. Okay, there's a lot of pressure, and there's a need for you to go on a vacation. There's a need for you to book yourself a holiday. There is a need for you to hibernate. If you cannot go on a holiday, there's a need for you to take a day off or a week off. I know it's not possible practically, but I'm just telling you what your guides are telling me at this point of time. There's a need for you to hibernate. There's a need for you to recharge. There's a need for you to spend time in your own energy. Do whatever makes your heart happy. Do things that are not around work, but this could very well be you sleeping a lot, or you just doing nothing for that matter. Why? Because your body is tired, your mind is tired, you're exhausted. And if you continue with the same pressure, you are just going to burn out and you will have zero energy to function any further. Your guides also want you to know that if you're having any kind of arguments or disagreements in your current job, it's very important for you to not fight back, to not answer back, to simply remove yourself silently. Because if you are going to indulge in any kind of arguments, you're only going to lose out on your peace. You are being advised to not do that. You're being advised to not prove your point. If people are misunderstanding you, if things are not working, if you're going through a lot of arguments in your present job, it's important for you to simply tell them that, you know, here I am, I'm telling you that I want to quit this job, and that's about it. I do not want to continue any further. Without fighting. Why? Because if you're going to fight to prove your point, you're going to lose your sanity. I know I'm repeating myself, but there's somebody who's very opinionated, who's watching this reading, and they always like to speak for themselves, especially when they know that they are right. But your guides want you to know that you won't be wrong if you choose to shut up once. Your guides also want you to know that there is a lot of passionate energy, there's a lot of creative energy that's oozing out of you. But you're not being able to use your potential over here in your present workplace because they're not letting you grow over here. And it's important for you to switch to that company or that job that's going to allow you to use your creativity, to use your passion, to use your passionate energy, to use your individuality, to use something, to use your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is getting wasted at your current job, but your next job is going to celebrate you just for that. You're going to be celebrated just for how unique you are, for how creative you are at your next job. So just keep that in mind and see how you're being valued or where you're being valued. Do not settle, is what your guides want you to know. Your guides also want you to know that you're that kind of a person who can see beyond the veil, who can kind of, see what's coming or feel things intuitively. It's not just about you feeling, it's just about you being very receptive to what the universe is trying to show you. And if things are not working in your favor at this point of time, the universe wants you to understand that your thoughts create your reality. So instead of succumbing to the pressure, instead of succumbing to whatever you're going through at this point of time, it's important for you to remove yourself from that particular place and change the way you talk to yourself, change the way you look at things, you look at life, you look at yourself. And the day you kind of change the monologue that you have with yourself every single day, change the exchange of dialogues that you have with yourself, your reality is going to change. Okay, your reality is going to change. And it's very, very important for you to not, again I would say, to not take so much of pressure that you end up losing your cool. Don't do that, because there is this strong energy of dissatisfaction that's present in your reading. You're very dissatisfied. The reason could be any or multiple for that matter. So your guides simply want you to go for it. Go for it. Enjoy the thrill that's coming with the new job, because this job is not providing you with what you need as a person to kind of grow in life. And your next job is going to be very adventurous. It's going to be very, I would say, it's going to keep you hooked. Okay, wherever you're going to go next, that particular position, that job, the culture, the work culture over there, it's going to keep you hooked. You're going to enjoy a lot, because there's going to be a lot of spice, there's going to be a lot of creative exchanges that you're going to have, and of course love is there. So you are going to kind of like going to your workplace even more, and you're going to be happier. Okay, so the next phase of your life, if you choose to quit your present job, you are going to be happier, is what I see for you. And if you choose to not quit your current job, you are being advised to take care of yourself in the winter months. Though this reading is timeless, but if you're watching it around the winter months, then just take care of your mental health the most in these months. Because if a lot of pressure comes on you, your body won't be able to deal with it. Okay? So that's about it. That's what I have for you, pile number 3. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya!